Hi guys, welcome back. Crafting Paradise with me, Sid, and I've been busy, and we're going to be busy this episode getting some of the automation sorted out. So I've been doing a lot of planning off in creative mode, looking at ways to do this, and I think I've come up with a solution that kind of works. So I've done a bit of work. Let me just put my hat back on. Yeah, badass. So over here, this has changed around a little bit. So we've got this going on, and I've now got 5 geothermal generators on each side. The reason for that is the solution I've got actually requires quite a bit of power, but this is charging up very rapidly. Now on the level above I have moved my sifting facility over here, and I've done a dry run just putting the stuff through. So what we've got going on is we've got made a couple more autonomous actuators. So we've got 4 autonomous actuators in this T-shaped structure. That's actually not strictly speaking necessary. I could have done them in a line, but I like this. It kind of is symmetrical. That's leading down back into the ever-present chest in there. Then under here we've got item ducts. These barrels on both sides represent all the items that we can get from sifting dust and gravel. So we've got all the ores, gunpowder, apatite, sulphur, Certus quartz. I've moved quite a bit of my stuff down here as well. Various dusts, and similarly on the other side, you know, we've got the rest of the ores, the diamonds, emeralds, redstone, coal, everything else, and the flint is going into this waste bin because I only need so much flint. These I actually do want to just also lock down, especially these ones, and the reason I've got lead, copper, gold and iron on this side is these 4 won't alloy, and similarly tin, nickel, aluminium, platinum and silver won't alloy. So yeah, these and what I'm going to have is 2 smelteries over here. These are going to be buffer zones, and we're going to pump out of these, certainly the ore ones, the rest obviously we're not going to pump out of, straight into a smeltery here and a smeltery there. We're going to pull the lava straight from the core over there, so everything will be good, and then we're going to do the actual production of the metal ores over here once that's gone and smelted into probably block form, I think. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Let me go over. I've got a whole load of stuff prepared to craft. Now the problem I have hit is this. The macerators are quite slow, or they're going to drain a whole buttload of power using the overclocker upgrades. I've made a couple because I was getting fed up of waiting for this thing, so there's an overclocker upgrade in there, and similarly in there if I get to the using the compressors. And I was just cooking my lunch, so I'm just kind of getting through the last of the dregs of stuff here. So what I've got over in this gold chest here is a whole load of things I need to make. Let me also get rid of that little bit. I'm almost out of redstone, so getting this automated is going to be pretty crucial. So the first thing I'm going to need to make is insulated high voltage cable, because the MFSU kicks out a whopping great amount of EU per tick. Oh, did I only have? I need a. Oh, okay, fine. Fine and dandy. If you want to be like that, let's go and get some more rubber. Luckily I've been processing rubber as well, so we should be alright. I thought I'd done the maths there right, but you know me and maths, so not a problem. So we've got the high voltage cable. Now the next thing I need to make is some tin gears, and they are just simply like that. And we're going to take those, that, and that, and we are going to, hopefully, if I have worked things out correctly, oh dear, it says trying to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to make 8 electrical engines from forestry, and these will run off EU. So converting the EU to RF is my mission here. So then we need to do a couple of leadstone energy cells, I should say, not redstone. And I may upgrade these to hardened. I am not sure yet. We'll see how they cope. I think to make hardened we don't have to do much. We just need another redstone conductance coil. Oops. And Invar and copper. Have I got? Well, I've got loads of Invar. I'm tempted actually. 1, 2. Still got a bit of redstone, so I've got a little bit more down there as well. Invar 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was right. Let me just check. Yep, and some copper. Gimme. So that was that. Oh, hang on. Make the conductance coils for starters. So they go there, that goes there, that goes there, and that can go in there. So just so we can store a little bit more power. So we need those. What else are we doing? What were we making? Okay. Oh, I've already... right, they're superfluous then, aren't they? So we'll stick those back. Derping already. You can go in there. Right, so the other thing we need to make is... Let me grab that, and that. And we can go... You go there. You go there. Was it? It was like that, and that. So this is transfer nodes. Now this is the cheaper way of making them. I don't need all 16 for what I'm going to do, but I will need them later. So, and I'll need those torches. So what we need to do is, let me get this right. I think it was like this. These are pretty expensive, but these are energy transfer nodes. And they convert the megajoules from the electrical engine into RF, which can go into these guys. All a bit convoluted. Hopefully it will all make sense. Right, let's head down and pop this into the system. So this is going to provide power for pulverizers, which I need to make, and they are going to create gravel and dust, which are going to feed into that automatic sifting system. So, my plan, if I can pull this off, let me just drop the volume a tad, because those are noisy. My plan was we take some of our high voltage cable out of the top here and we come up here. Right, then we got to, let me get this right. If I went like that and then out here, that's right. Then we come around here like, no, that's wrong. Gimme. So we get a transfer node here. That's what we're after. And once we've got the transfer node in, we can drop in the electrical engines like so. We need to get a block. Let's have a look. We'll take you out and we'll put a block here. And we also need a block here. And this will all make sense, honest. It's a little bit cramped quarters as well, which is not helping. No, missed. Right, how am I going to get... Can I... No. How are we going to do this? That'll do me. Right, so we need two... These electrical engines need a redstone signal to power them. Now normally what I would do is run the electrical cable underneath and just stick a switch on the back. But for this we're just going to stick a redstone torch either side of them. And then we are going to bring this around here. Oh, not there. Where's that gone? Give me my wire. That's it's not expensive, but it's expensive enough. And I'm a Yorkshireman, so we know all about expensive. So that is one array there. And if I can I get... I'm going to have to take you out temporarily. You can come out there. And we're going to stick a leadstone energy cell here. We're going to change its input there and output from the top. And then we can stick a node in there. And that node will connect into the leadstone energy cell. All good. Right, and I need to mirror this on the other side. So I will get that done quickly off camera and I will be right back with you. Okay, we got the... So I've realised I was wasting wire by going all the way around, so I've taken them out from that point. And what we need to do, pop those in and off we go. We've got two lots of engines generating RF. That is... See, is that going up faster than... Yeah, it's still going up faster than it's going down, I think. Yep, it is. So we're producing enough EUs to power all of these, and the world is a good and happy place, in theory. So heading up to the next level, what we should see now is we should have two leadstone energy cells coming out here. It's not ideal that I've got them here, and I may take them underneath with some paneling in a moment, but this gives me at least access to the top. And you can see that is charging reasonably quickly. It kind of goes in spurts, so it's not ideal, but 4 electrical engines will generally power about 3 pulverizers without too much loss, and it should gain rather more than it loses. That's the theory anyway, and hopefully these electrical engines don't blow up. If you'd know, they didn't used to. But of course, used to, we all know about used to, don't we? So this side is going to be gravel pulverizing. So I'm going to have two. I'm going to come up here, I think, about. Yeah, that's probably about right. I'm going to have 2 pulverizers here creating gravel. The gravel's going to go into these 2. The sand is going to come across into... we're going to have a set of 3 pulverizers over here. 1 producing gravel, 1 taking the gravel and producing sand. The sand will be pumped down into the one creating dust, and the sand that from this one will go through, and the dust will move through into all of this lot. So I need to go and make some pulverizers. And we need to make a... cobble gen on the floor above, just to pipe that down. But this is working pretty well. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to go and grab the stuff necessary to start building the pulverizers, and we'll get that built, and that's the next step along the way. So I will see you once we've got that bit done. Okay, we have got pretty much everything we need, I think. I hope. It's probably more to the point. So on this floor up here, I want to build a cobble gen, but I'm going to make it slightly slightly different to the norm, and that is because we're going to take out these for starters. We're going to stick our cobble here, and then I could have done with being a little bit further back actually, I suppose. No, that should be fine. That should be fine. So obviously we're all familiar with the idea of sticking a transfer node on a cobble, but what we can do is link this up a little more productively. So that'll give me 3 cobble gens, but it will do once it's a cobble gen anyway. So what we will do is we will take these and we'll sort that out later, and we'll pop these here like this. Probably stick a panel of that on there just to tidy this up properly later, and we'll have water here and our lava over here, and we should see that that's producing cobble, that's producing cobble, and that's producing cobble. So that's our cobble gen almost done. Let me just head back down to the next floor. And from here we can go and let me get the last transfer node. So effectively in that, from that one lava source block, we have got that's probably not the right place for it actually, so we'll take that out because there's going to be no benefit to putting it there. We've got 4 cobble gens in one block. So the next thing we need to do is take oh, this is going to be awkward, isn't it? So that's that and that. So we can take you out there, and we can take a hardened energy conduit because I want to make sure the power actually flows at a reasonable rate. Put that through here, and then right, I need to get the power up to here, I think. So good. Survived that without falling through. Let me just go and chop that up. I've got plenty of the other one, but this particular stuff I haven't, so we'll take you, and you will go here and here, and then that will go here and here. Oh well, it's only cobble, and that will go there and there. I think that works. I may not need it quite that far actually, but that's going to be in the way there though, isn't it? Oh, bugger. Okay, how do we handle this then? Well, I suppose I could extend this out like that, and that would probably, oh god, I hate stepping on these blocks, even though I know they're safe. It's kind of a little phobia. If I take you out there, oh, you're going to be nigh on impossible to place like that though, aren't you? You are. Will that do it? Let's have a look. So I want a pulverizer and a pulverizer. There's 2 of these. And these are going to go... I suppose we're going to have to kind of go here and here. Yep, that'll work. But if I rotate them, let me just check what I've... one more. So they're facing away from me, that will work, I think. And the other thing I need to do is that. And that gives me the power coming up here, I think. Let me have a look. Bonk, bonk, bonk. No? Why am I not getting power through here? Oh, output to the side. Better. So that's got the power in. What we need to do then is just patch up, hide all of this lot away. Not with that. And they are powered, but at the moment they're not getting anything, no inputs as such. So I'm just trying to think how we're going to do this. We can... Oh, not if I... Oh, this is going to be awkward. Let me just have a think about this and I'll be back, because you don't want to listen to me cogitating. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, it's taken a little finagling, but I think I have it sorted. The main issue is just hiding the wires so they're not sticking outside the building. So wasn't absolutely critical, but everything's now hidden neatly away down here. And the only thing left to do is to hook the outputs into the autonomous actuators, and we should be good to go. So over here what I've got is the pipes coming down, that's going into here. I may stick a barrel here or here to take overflow cobble, because obviously these are, that's running there. Let me start off on this side. So here we've got the inputs from the top. I've set the yellow, the 10% chance of dust. I'm not too worried if we lose that. So that's going into a Buildcraft void pipe on either side, and then the outputs are set to here. So if I take 2 transfer nodes and then take 2 transfer pipes, now that's connecting down there because it thinks there's something going on. Oops. Okay. Well, you do what you want. There's nothing for you to put anything into there anyway. Oops. Well done. Then we should, if I set the back to be an input on both of these, eventually it'll distribute out equally. Start seeing our gravel going into these two, and that's all good, and everything is now fully automatic. Now on this side I've got a slight issue that the actual power production isn't enough to power these 3 pulverizers. I thought it was for some reason, but anyways, so what we've got here is we've got a pulverizer taking cobble, that is creating gravel which is being fed into this one, with a 10% chance of sand which is being fed into this from the top over here. This is then pulverizing that into sand, which gives a 10% chance of dust, which is what we want. So that's going to come out this way, and I'm going to need, this may be awkward actually, we'll figure that one out in a moment. And then we've got dust happening over here. So again, transfer node. Now this one, no. think you can... is going to be a little more awkward now. Can I disconnect that? No, I can't. Didn't bring any. Let me just... I really should have learned what half of this stuff does, you know. These, right, so we got our dust there. It didn't have anywhere to put the dust, which is why it was... that's actually... That is not a problem, is it? It is really. Let me just go and quickly grab a cover. In fact, what we'll do for the time being is we will just make a cobblestone cover. I don't know whether this will work or not, but it's worth a try. Otherwise, I'm going to need to... I could void the dust, to be honest, because it's only... I mean, you can see we got like 15 there, and obviously there's 64 in that one, so that would be an option, actually. But we'll just see whether we can... Because I know these... Well, maybe I don't know these. I didn't think they played nicely with that. But what we can again do is bring... Oh, God, get the right thing. I'll swap that out for something pretty later. It's connecting there because it thinks that... what's the word I'm looking for? There we go. This power conduit's there, and obviously the pipes are trying to connect to that. So what we should still have here is, if I can get a thing, oh, we've got a whole load of that. That is obviously in here, but it's not transferred out to these yet. So the final thing we need to do, if I can get an angle on the damn thing, is set you to input and you to input, and with a bit of luck this system will just sit there and run in the background quite happily and produce all the resources fully automatically. And obviously at this got a first diamond through, cool. At this stage the resource I actually really want is the iron. Because what I am aiming to do is the core quest, which is 640 ironing. It's only 10 stacks. It's not a major problem. I may even actually have that. Thinking about it, but this will obviously chunder along quite happily. So the next thing in the mission is, or the design now, is to take the contents of the metals and bring them over into some Tinker's Construct smelteries, and that is going to be a little bit more fun. We've got stuff to do and not time to do it this episode, I'm afraid. This has taken a little bit longer than I anticipated. As I say, I'll probably stick a thing, because I think, is there a cobble quest? I'm sure there's a cobble quest in this. It's not Agrarian Skies cobble quest. It's 200,000 cobble, so that's not actually too bad. In fact, I could actually put the QDS directly into it. Might be an easy one, and then the dirt quest is going to be interesting. I'm not sure whether just to quarry up an entire biome or something for that one. But this is working. It is working reasonably well. We'll hopefully get our redstone count coming back up with the dust production, and we've managed to figure out the overall process of... I can't really see what we're doing. I think once these have... Oh, bum. I think these will fill faster than they produce, than they sift. That's the word I'm looking for. So hopefully we should eventually see these kind of stop using power quite so dramatically. But yeah, that's it. So I think we've got a reasonable setup here. I'm happy with the the solution to convert the RF to EU. I've looked through this pack. I can't see an obvious one short of those transfer nodes, and I actually think it looks quite Swish 2 up there, like these huge motors running away. Now, as I say, I'm fairly certain these can't overheat, but I could be wrong. And if they can, then what I'll probably need to do is to have an off switch. It's probably the easiest thing. If you do know whether the electrical motors can overheat on these, please do let me know, because holes in the side of your space station will often offend. So next episode is going to be moving over the smeltery, building another smeltery, and then also coming up with a system to take the contents of that smeltery and obviously spit it out into useful ingot form. So until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.